right, guys, I am popping in today to talk about soft pastels. It's one of my favorite mediums to use in all of my projects. And I had previously talked about this set that I got from Paul Rubin. This was the first set that they sent me. And the colors are like they're grungy colors. They're like Payne's gray and browns and burnt siennas and yummy goodness. So they sent me another set. Now get ready for this color explosion. Look at this goodness. Oh my gosh. The colors are just incredibly vibrant. I mean, they're just amazing. It's like a new box of crayons or something. I don't even know how to explain how happy these colors make me. They're so incredibly vibrant. Look at that. And then and what I love too is the variety of the colors. So like with the greens, I've got all different shades of greens in like all my favorite colors. I'm like, how did they know? Look at that. Just so yummy, yummy good. So, this set, Paul Rubin has actually sent me a coupon code for this set. This is 72 soft pastels. I think that's right. And I'm going to put the link in my down below in the YouTube description box and on Instagram, because I'm also taping this for Instagram as well. Hopefully it'll work. And I'll put the link with the coupon code in the description and down below, and then I'll link in my profile on Instagram. So I wanted to let you know that and I have been using their soft pastels, and they have now quickly become my favorite, just because of the rich color and the intensity of and the versatility too, because they're really blendable, and yet I can still get really good strong lines as well. And so they kind of are the best of both worlds. But what I thought I would do too is I would show you how I use them in different ways. So let me just let's just grab this one. A lot of times I like to kind of flick out some color, and you can kind of, smush that around if you want, or I can flick out some color and I can put a little bit of matte medium in there. And pastels are basically pure pigment. What do I do with my brush? And so, I mean, we're essentially making a paint almost when you put in medium to it. Now it's permanent, right? So, and the colors is as vibrant as I would expect it to be. This is like a dark red. I can put it out like this, or I can flick it off. Let's see how this works. Oh, look at that color. Oh my goodness. This just makes me happy. So I like to use matte medium with it a lot. And a lot of times I will do it like this too, so that I can use it continually through my project. So I'll flick some soft pastel dust out here. Put a little matte medium in there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water to my brush and just kind of mix that around. Get that all mixed in. And then I'll just paint right here next to what we've already done. Look at how beautiful that is. And the more you water it down, the more it can be like a watercolor. And yet, because we've got that matte medium in there, It's now permanent. It's just this really translucent layer of color. Kind of mix in that purple. Now that purple's, and that's the other thing too I love, is that they are blendable. Soft pastels are blendable. So if we do a blue, if we do an orange and a blue together, just like that, rinse out my brush. I'm going to put a little matte medium right here. I can mix these two together. Oh, I still have red on my brush. Let's try that again. Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. I think I got all the red out of there. Look at that. They're blendable. So if I do, let me find another color here. Let's do yellow and blue. And I got a little water on my brush into my matte medium. I'm going to get a really great teal or green, depending on how much I've mixed together. I can always come back right into my mixture here. Make sure you wipe that off so it doesn't get hard, and add more yellow to make it a little greener. So they're blendable, they're mixable, they're just, you know, they're like your paint. This is a wonderful translucent look. Now, the other thing that we can do too is, let me just grab a towel real quick. I'm just going to lay this over this real quick. Lighten that up. Look how pretty that is. Let's go to a different page here. And this page has gesso on it. I want to remind you of that. So gesso is not going to allow what we're doing to absorb into the paper. So this page, however, is not gesso. It's just raw paper. And I'm going to put this down here. Move this over here. Okay. The other thing that's really fun to do with your soft pastels is wet on wet. So if I take my raw paper here and I've got my water, I'll spray a little water down here. Let's just grab these two colors we've been working with. And I head into this with my soft pastel. I can even spray a little bit more water on there to kind of get it to move around. I'll spray a little bit more. So I start getting this wonderful effect that happens as I dip my soft pastel into this water. And because we're doing it right into water, the color is intense. Look at that color. Look at that color. Just makes me happy. So then, I'll grab another paper towel, and I'm just going to lay this right over the top. Okay? Pick up all that excess water. And because we've done it into water, and if I took the time to dry it and I came back, the smudging of it is going to be very minimal, and you're still going to get that line, that wonderful kind of chalky looking line on your paper, and it's not as smudgy as normal, as the other page that we did. Now let me grab my brayer, and I'll put a little bit of matte medium right down here on the bottom. Load up my brayer, and it's fairly loaded. I'm going to swipe across once. I'm going to wipe that off, load up my brayer, swipe across. Wipe that off, load up my brayer, swipe across. And now this is permanent. So I still get that kind of chalky feel with my soft pastel, but now it's permanent. And when it's like this, when I've got all this matte medium in here, I can come in with additional colors and lay it down into that matte medium. And it's going to be permanent. And it's permanent, and I still get that kind of chalky feel. Now the other thing, this is wet on wet. Now if we do dry on dry, now this is raw paper again. I'm going to do my marks here. And we'll do that brayer technique again. And I'll put some matte medium right in here, or you could do it on a palette too. I just, because I'm here and I have nothing down here, I'm just doing it right here. But I would, if I had other stuff here, I would probably do it on a palette and load up my brayer. And I'm going to go right over the top of that. Wipe off my brayer, and you want to wipe off your brayer so that whatever came off the first go round we don't put it back on the next go round. So I'm just making sure that I've got it all covered. And you get a little bit of, smear and that kind of thing with it. I don't mind that because most of the time I'm doing kind of grungy stuff anyway. But now this is permanent. And so there's a lot. This is just not even scratching the surface of what you can do with soft pastels. They're really, really versatile. You can make them paints. You can make them permanent. You can do so many things. And that wet on wet, I love that. Love it. And I use them all the time right into my mediums. You just want to make sure to wipe them off so that it doesn't harden. If it does harden, you just scrape it off and all is good. So I wanted to just pop in real quick and give you just some fun info on these new pastels that Paul Rubin. Oh my gosh. Let me just show you the proper Paul Rubens. I have a coupon code, like I said, for their soft pastels, and you are more than welcome to use it and give them a try and have some fun playtime. And just look at those colors. Is that not joy? All right, loves. I just wanted to quick pop in and show you some fun new toys that I have and how just a few of the ways that I use soft pastels in my work. All right, have a great day.